So I didn't really love the last one. However, something about these are dope. Yo, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG in a brand new colorway. It's a black and cement according to the internet and resale platforms. On the box though, it says that it's black, muslin, and tech gray. But like I was saying, the other release, which we still got right over here, I still kind of like them, but like I don't like love them, you know what I mean? And I think it's more so just my style over the years have changed. Like I said before in this video, or actually, I don't know if you cut that or not, but I had said that like young me would have been down with this to wear and rock on the regular. Funny thing is that Nightwing Jr., our son, loves this. Like he keeps asking for these specifically. He loves elephant print, which is a very much a young Chris thing. But for some reason, this one just looks better. I don't know why. Do I think that it would have looked better as a high top, like with the black? No, because we've seen this stuff before. There's one that looks literally just like this, but it's a high and it's got leather instead of the nubuck and stuff. So I don't think that it really makes a difference. It's just for some reason, this one doesn't really float my boat, but this one. One thing to note though is that the high top version, the white and cement ones, look like this, like the box and everything. And then the low tops switch it up and they put a white logo on there, but same elephant print wrapped box and everything like that. And with all that being said, what do we got here?
The greatest traction of all time.
That's right, and it's awesome. I think this stuff looks great. I actually really like the color on there. It looks just perfect. The sail cupsole looks pretty cool, or muslin, whatever, cream. And inside of that cupsole is a polyurethane wedge. Inside of that polyurethane wedge is an encapsulated air sole unit. And then on top of all of that stuff, these things have been confusing the crap out of me because some releases get dream cell and then some have still gotten like basic foam and stuff like that, like an ortholite or gray one and all that stuff. But then there's like this, which looks and feels almost like dream cell, but it's not glossy. Like the dream cell ones are pretty glossy usually, you know what I mean? This one's not labeled as dream cell, so I don't know if this is them cutting costs a little bit. Maybe this is a knockoff dream cell. Like they're like, hey, what can we get that's gonna save us like a few bucks or whatever. I don't know if that's what this is. I don't know if it is dream cell and it's just not marked, which I doubt. Either way, this is the funniest part, is that the dream cells, while not great, feel a little bit better than this one. This one feels soft and fluffy, so it feels more comparable to ortholite than any of the other ones, which are more comparable to like a thicker or firmer polyurethane. So either way, I don't love these insoles. I was wearing them a lot with Lost and Founds, the Chicagos. I mean, I use those as like a daily like beater almost. Like we've gone like 4+ mile walks on the regular, and that's like my shoe. What? I know. They're not comfortable. They're comfortable for me. And so yeah, those things, the foam or the insole just caked out real fast, and so I just replaced it with one of the move insoles, and that thing is fantastic. So they're completely removable. If you wanted to take that out and put in anything else that you want, you can. Just be aware that this is a low top, so if you have any insoles that are slightly thicker than what was in there, your heel will be lifted a little bit. You could get a little bit of heel slip. Now the materials on this one are real interesting because they do kind of switch things up. They flip it a little bit from the high top pair, so we got black instead of a white base, and instead of leather we've got a nubuck. The nubuck is just kind of okay. Like the top coating of it feels really synthetic, but the under piece that you can like see the edging and stuff like that, it looks like there's some sort of genuine leather in there. How much though? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. So I want to say that that part is like bordering a synthetic material, but I do believe it is genuine leather or nubuck, whatever, same thing. Now all the elephant print overlays, that's where all of that is genuine leather. It's actually a material, which is really cool. It's always been like that, and I think that's probably one of the more fascinating parts about elephant print outside of its looks, because that's a material where you would assume, oh, that's just a synthetic with a print on it. But no, it's actually nubuck, and then they do press a print into it, and it looks amazing. What I love about this elephant print though is that even though some of them still have, like I think it's this one right here, like this whole panel right there is still really bold, but then I have the real thin elephant print lines on some of them that I just absolutely love, that are more of a callback to the original style of the print. So I think that that looks a lot sleeker to me personally, but again, just between the pair that I have, like all of the panels are slightly different. That's a normal thing. So if you get a pair of 3s or whatever, and maybe the front toe rand has like a really thin look and then the heel has a really bold look, it's normal. It's not an indication that they're fake or anything like that. That's just how it's always been. However, I will say that I saw quite a few pairs of these, so did you. One pair that I pulled out was warped beyond belief. Like it was like straight cockeyed. We all know that Jordan Brand's quality control, especially right now, is not at its highest. So if possible, check your pairs in store. I know that a lot of people do buy online, but for those of you guys that do go in stores and check them out, do your due diligence for your own sake, just because you don't want to get home and open them up and be like, what the hell is that? That's my main recommendation, is like, check your pairs. You should do that anyways, but like, especially for these, like, as soon as I pull out one and it's wonky, I'm like, nah, this is gonna be a bum ass release. As far as the craftsmanship and stuff. So hopefully you don't get that pair, but I mean, somebody's going to. So I'm just glad it's not me this time. The swoosh on here is actual leather. It looks really cool. Mine's actually a little scuffed up a little bit in certain areas. Do I mind that? No. I wear ones as if they're like a comfortable shoe, because for me, I need like a really firm under my foot feel. And so this just works for me personally. Now, the only thing that I could really complain about is just the label of the model. They say that this is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG. That is not true. It's the new OG, which is not OG at all. Actually, it is from like maybe like here back, but then you're also missing an eyelet, and then from here forward it's more of a traditional Air Jordan 1 Low, like a modern toe box and everything like that. I've shown comparisons before. I just don't feel like grabbing them. They are right over there though, but I'm kind of wired up here. On the rear though, we do have the traditional original logo that was on the heel, and it's on that little back tab, not on the actual like rear panel. And this one is embroidered into the material. Sometimes it looks good, and sometimes it looks messy. This is one of the times where it kind of looks messy. I don't love it, I don't hate it. I do think that this could have been like printed on like they normally do, or like debossed and stuff. I remember now. Embossed comes out. Debossed is pressed in. But anyways, I still think that they could have done that and made it look a little bit more traditional, but this doesn't bother me either way. I'm never even gonna see that when I'm wearing them, so for me, it's not an issue. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, I do recommend going down half a size from your traditional Air Jordan 1 high, just because there's not the high top collar, so you're missing all the padding. It's really thin in there. So sometimes when I grab these, they fit a little bit too long. So I go down half a size to accommodate that. And once they're broken in, they fit perfectly. They are a little snug at first, but not anything to where I wish that I'd size up. Usually what happens if I grab my regular size and I start wearing them around, I wish that I grabbed a half a size down, because then they stretch out too much. So again, I would go down half a size. If you have a really wide foot, maybe go true to size, you should be good. And they will be available over at most Jordan brand retailers. If you're in our area, which is the Sacramento or Elk Grove area, make sure that you check out Phenom. Their social links are gonna be down below, or Phenom 916, or the Minneapolis locations is just Phenom Global. Make sure that you pay attention to their social accounts, because that is where all of the release stuff is at. And by the way, shirt is coming soon. You should have release information right here. It's gonna be a pre-order, but it's gonna be a one and done. So once these are sold, that's it. No restocks, none of that stuff. Hopefully everybody that wants one is able to grab one, and we thank you in advance for everybody that does support, because yeah, I mean, it's cool. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Which one do you prefer as well? Do you prefer the high top version or the low tops? Either way, I'd love to hear from you. So thank you again for being here. We will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, have a good one. Oh wait, I forgot to mention one thing. They do come with extra laces. They are gray, which is weird. And I know it's because the elephant print is gray, but I was actually expecting this color. So just letting you know. Peace.